What? What the fuck? Just... Why did it... Oh, fuck this. It's been longer than 5 minutes. I can say what I want. Hello? It just crashed. Never had these problems until now. Like, as of yesterday's stream. First time I've ever had this happen. Anyway, welcome. Well, we wait for this to boot back up again. It's gonna pop back into the background in a second. It's gonna be like, wow, there it is. Oh, we were trying to go live and people suddenly started shooting each other, so we had to deal with that. This is now boring. We don't have background music and I'm losing interest. Hmm. Uh. Uh. Well, I hope you guys are having a better Sunday than us. It froze. Don't know why this is happening. Legitimately never had it happen before. Oh. Wish you guys could program for shit. Make this easier at least. Come on, boot back up. Fucking animals. How do you last till exactly the moment that I switch channels? No, I do not want to clear the cache because you broke. So, when we last left off, we dealt with Nezha, went to check out, went on down Asclepius, things went bad, and then we got attacked by Arjuna. And then David showed up, which is where we're picking up from last time. I'm going to go insane. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's get back in here. So this next round should be... Actually, I think it does have a fight in it, believe it or not. Yeah, it does for some reason. I think this is the real Asclepius fight, but I can't quite remember. Yeah. We're gonna move back over, and I'll see you on the other side here. Hello. Gonna start off with a reading segment, so let's get this situated a bit better. In this quest, the battle will start the moment you hit the thing. What? Hello, David. David? Sorry, it's gonna take us a moment to get back into it. I was expecting the very first person they threw at us to be fucking Gordolf. Oh, this is the one that's the worst for our voice. Okay. If you've never been here before, it always starts like this. Davidson Boyd, the crypto with the most talent of them all. I thought he was off raising another Lostbelt. What's that? Is that a servant?
Huh? The miasma around them is too strong for us to properly observe them, but I was just able to get an idea of their scale. That's a grand servant. There's no doubt about it. David somehow formed a contract with a grand servant.
What's this about? Who are you and what is... Huh? Yama, also known as Yamatin, passing judgment on the dead. What a joke. Death is meant to be eaten. Life is meant to be sacrificed. Giving the dead freedom would never pass in my world. So I consumed them, but they tasted terrible. Proves that they haven't been eating anything decent. Try to stay behind me. Remember, this isn't your land. Didn't anyone ever teach you not to drink the tap water when you travel? Good point. We'll be more careful. Besides, we didn't come here for food.
David?
He's
not even looking this way.
Why are you here? How are you here? You can't just show up and surprise me like this. I didn't have any time to prepare. My hair's a mess. Oh gosh, you've got to give me some warning. Should I have waited? You looked like you were in trouble, so I thought I would help. I mean, don't get me wrong. You definitely saved my life, and I appreciate it. But seriously, what are you doing here in India? I came because of the way you were behaving at our last meeting. I wasn't sure if it was because things were going well or poorly for you, but I found it strange you didn't say anything about how things were going in your Lostbelt. We may have an agreement not to interfere with each other's Lostbelts, but there are no rules against making personal contact. I acted on intuition rather than logic, and then only because I consider you a friend. Was I out of line? Oh, no, not at all. It's just this is a Lostbelt, you know. You can't just walk in and out of them, right? We can't, no. But fortunately, we know someone who can.
Hello? Whether it's a kidnapping, assassinations, or coup d'etats, NFF Services is always ready and waiting to assist. That said, I was pretty preoccupied with my own affairs, so I was hoping you could avoid answering any sudden business calls for a while. But you know, there are many people like David around, right? So I thought it might be worthwhile to have him owe me a little favor, without the foreign guard getting in the way.
Koyanskaya! It's her. It's weird doing this after playing JP.
Well, if it isn't ours. Not so long time no see. Oh, but don't worry. I'm doing my best to torment the humans here just as much as you'd expect. But until Arjuna gets at least a little further away from here, I can't really have as much fun as I'd like. Let's just say, I don't want to draw too much of his attention right now by doing as I please. So in the meantime, just think of me as a beautiful tour conductor, keeping a silent but watchful eye on her group of students on a field trip. Don't pay me much mind.
While I was at it, I thought this would be a good chance to ascertain the extent of this woman's abilities. They did not come cheap, but you needn't worry about that. Anyway, what happened to you? Your contracted servant is nowhere to be seen, and you're fighting alongside our enemy. It was worth the few minutes it took to see this for myself, but I can't imagine how you got to this point.
It's because I can't go along with this god, the core of this Indian Lostbelt, or the way he does things. But I can't criticize him in front of Krishtaria. since I am one of the fallen god's alter ego disciples are involved.
Why can't you go along with him? His way of doing things may be unusual, but his logic appears sound.
Guess it's a matter of taste, lifestyle, aesthetics, principles, that sort of thing. I guess to put it another way, it's because of who I am.
So you haven't turned your back on the cryptors, then? In that case, there's no problem.
Of course not. I would never abandon you guys.
But I can't abandon these kids either. Now that things have come to this, I'm planning on helping them out until this is over. One way or the other.
That shouldn't be a problem, right?
I see. You're a good man, Myodenji. You really know how to take care of people.
Myodenji?
Can you defeat this god?
Ugh, you're already moving past it like it never happened. Anyway, I'm trying, but honestly, it's a real challenge. I mean, he's pretty much a perfect being. I don't suppose you have any advice for me, do you?
So you're up against the perfect god, huh? No, I don't have any advice. The more godlike a god is, the stronger they are. It's pointless to even try to fight a perfect god.
Tell me something I don't know.
You should change your plan of attack. You can't take something away from someone who has nothing, but you can always take away something from someone who has everything.
Oh.
So, you're saying I should try and slow him down. I have to go now. Guess we didn't have time to celebrate our reunion. Don't tell Wodame about this. I may not have violated the agreement, but it still doesn't look good.
Oh, are you headed back now? Thank you for traveling with NFF. Okay, everyone, I hope you don't mind if we step out for now. Don't worry, I'll be coming back very shortly.
Oh no, he looked at us.
Did he just look right at me before he left?
Christ on a cracker. Between the other crypto and that minx showing up out of nowhere, it's been one thing after another. Well, never mind that now. You there, field team. I trust you can move.
Of course. That bought us more than enough time to get out of that predicament. Master, Arjuna has left. There are a few dead now, and the cryptor is gone. And we even have an idea of Pepe's real name now. Oh? I don't know what you're talking about. In fact, just forget you heard anything. We have a bigger fish to fry right now. Oh, I feel much better. It's just something about a sudden stroke of luck that puts you in a good mood. Alrighty, let's strike back while the iron is hot. A sudden stroke of luck, huh? I just hope it's not a prelude to a greater stroke of bad luck. Either way, looks like I'll have to put that out of my mind for now. Ortonac's load reduction sequence successful. Output is stabilized. Asclepius appears to still be reeling from David's surprise attack. Now's our chance, Master. Alright, time for the first actual boss fight here. Let's get better organized. Okay. So this is essentially the exact same fight. But it's the real thing now. I think he has an extra mob on the last wave that he summons by default. I don't remember having much issue with this. Regardless. Okay. There. If we're gonna do neutral damage, then like screw it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this fight being a complete joke. Just bring Orion.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna start off with Zerk a lot. And then if we need to, we'll swap out for a Ryan in the back row. Bum, bum, ba bum. Huh. Ugh. Yeah, no. So the thing about this Lostbelt is that it's relatively low power level up until the very, very end. And that's because they have you debuffed for 90% of it. So they at least go easy on you while you're debuffed. So it's not much of an issue. I'm trying to think of like anything annoying now that we've dealt with Nezha, who's the only like kind of wall you get earlier on. Stop doing that on the supports, Pepe. Oh yeah, I forgot this version of the fight is only two phases. You could totally just loop him. That's funny. Yeah. Unlike LB3 where they just go, I'm gonna beat you up over and over again. And unfortunately, LB5's a joke as well. At least the first half that we have right now in JP. Not JP, in NA. After that, it gets more difficult. The hardest fight in LB5 is a gimmick fight with force support. Okay. Smack him. There we go. Okay, let's see. See what card layout there is. One Buster. Okay. Smack. Got all those defense downs. I don't expect us to kill, since this is only self buffs off of MP1 and they're bowling at like skill level 8. But he'll die next turn. See, I was right. He didn't die. No. Hit him as hard as we can. What a stupid unit. Bum ba da dum. Damn it. Can a doctor really accept death at the hands of a violent patient? No,
Definitely not. Just runs away. Asclepius is making an escape.
I prefer not to let him get away, given how he's our current priority target. Can you go after him?
No way. I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted I can barely move as is.
We still haven't recovered from the wounds Arjuna inflicted on us. We'll just have to call this one a draw. Good grief. Now that the battle is over, I expect the townspeople will come out of hiding soon. It would be a lot of trouble to explain what just happened to them. I say we leave now.
Sounds good to me. Why don't you head back to your wild village? Duval, was it? And plan our next course of action on the way.
You seem awfully pleased about all this.
Do I? I didn't think I was acting all that different than usual.
You're definitely pleased, Myorenji.
Don't!
Oh, okay, you win. If you want to know about that stuff so badly, I'll tell you on the way. Let's just leave before the locals start throwing stones at us for assaulting an agent of God or something. You okay, Mash?
Yes, I'm fine. Well, not fine. I'm just as exhausted and hurt as everyone else. I was just thinking about something else. Now that we faced Arjuna directly, it's clear just how overwhelmingly powerful he is. Not just as a lone fighter. I could tell he was on a completely different scale, almost like he was competing with the ground itself to see who was stronger. Oh, but please don't misunderstand me, Master. I'm not about to give up by any means. I'm just saying, analytically speaking, that Arjuna is undoubtedly the most powerful god in this world. And the more I think about how we could hold our own against him, the more I come up blank. Even if we succeed at defeating the Lokpala and reducing his power, would it really make any difference? Oh.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out. I know it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, Master. Shall we start heading back? Our first order of business. Get Pepe to tell us his full name. Not you too, Mashi! Okay.
Connecting. You've obtained 1 Saint Quartz.
Senpai wa donna omochi no tabekata ga o suki desu ka? Watashi wa nareta koro hodo yudan shi chiisa na koto kara kotsu-kotsu to desu ne. Ippo ippo chakujitsu ni zenshin shite ikimashou.
We've got 22 days to make it to the first section of Lostbelt 5, huh? I also forgot to change where I was located, so whatever. Yo, egg! Oh, this is a long one. Oh god, we're already on section 12, huh? Advancement Impulse. People and the girl. I forgot how weirdly paced this Lostbelt is. Like, it's real. A lot of the chapters are early on, and they're kind of slow, and then like the middle is just beating the shit out of every boss per chapter until you're to the end.
Honestly, I don't think the name on your birth certificate matters all that much. What really matters is what people think of you, and what they call you. That says so much more about who you really are than any name in some database ever could. Just look at all the famous historical figures who aren't known by the names they were given at birth. You even had someone Chaldea, like Billy the Kid and Blackbeard, right? So there's no reason I can't.
Just tell us your real name already.
Will you listen to me? This is important, damn it.
Oh, the hell with it.
It's a row, okay? My old name is Myorenji Aro. Myorenji Aro? So that's your real name. Figures, where the heck did Pepperoncino come from? So you had your suspicions all along, did you, Oz? You're surprisingly observant, aren't you? You little devil, you. I'm impressed you figured that out before I did, when I've known Pepe longer, Senpai. I guess I still have a lot to learn about being more observant. Anyway, it really doesn't mean anything to me, so I'd rather you just keep calling me Sexy Pepe, as always. In fact, don't even bother calling me by that other name, because I won't respond. Don't ask me anything else about where I came from, or who I was before Chaldea. Besides, there's nothing there that isn't in my teammate profile. All you need to know is that after I left Japan for the West, and started really enjoying my life, one thing led to another, and I ended up getting to know some people at the clock tower. Eventually, Myrisberg invited me to Chaldea, saying my combat experience was just what he needed to make up for the academic bent of all the other mages. And now, here we are. So then, you must have been born to a mage family, right? Shugendo, was it? I'd love to learn more about it, since the foundation of Far East Magecraft and all. Please, 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 please. Don't try to milk the whole little girl appearance thing. It's demeaning. I've heard that Shugendo is a mixture of Buddhism and mountain worship unique to Japan. Did Myrisberg bring you to serve as Team A's guide, or perhaps an overseer of sorts? Survival is crucial when way shifting to an unfamiliar location, after all. Perhaps it was your job to keep an eye on the others, and ensure they could survive even in harsh environments. I'll say it was something like that, and leave it there. I remember you saying something about being able to use divine power before. But then, how come the names of the spells you use in battle don't sound anything like Shugendo? That's just because I made them up myself. Traditional Japanese names are just lacking a certain je ne sais quoi. Anyway, as much as I love me, I'd like a different topic of conversation even more. Shouldn't we be discussing our next course of action? He makes a good point. Honestly, I don't care what this name is. We should be trying to figure out how we can possibly take down Arjuna. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I do think we're on the right track, but I can't help but think we're missing something crucial. Alright, enough stalling. You've got something in mind, don't you? Huh? Who? Me? Yes, you. It's obvious you know something. Just like you did earlier. It's written all over your face. She sure doesn't want for conviction. You got me! David really is something else. I guess this is what you call natural intuition. The more godlike a god is, the stronger they are. That's it in a nutshell. And it's exactly what we need to be reminded of. What do you mean? I couldn't be more basic. Think about it. What makes a god a god? Here, let me put it another way. What kind of god do you think is stronger? One nobody's ever heard of? Or one everyone believes in and prays to? No, I see. Basic indeed. A fact so elementary I failed to consider it. I can't tell if you're serious. And this is just sour grapes. There's something similar for servants too. I think it's called a fame bonus. Oh yeah, now that you pointed out, it really is a simple problem. The reason Arjuna is a god here isn't just because he collected every divinity in this land for himself. It's also because the people here worship him as a god. But what would happen if they didn't consider him a god anymore?
His divine strength would be reduced. Precisely, Director.
Still don't get it. I do actually get it, but they're making me say this. It means the fewer people who believe Arjuna's a god, the weaker he'll become. Ganesh is super popular, so I don't have any idea what it feels like to have faith in you right away. No, really. I see. So this is like asking where I can be a greater hero. The India that knows me, or this India that doesn't. By virtue of who I am, I can of course be a great hero in either, but there's still bound to be a difference. If these two versions of me were to throw their Brahmastra at one another, the victor would surely be the one from the India that knows me, and there would definitely be an observable gap between the two. Now I get it. So then, how can we get the people here to stop believing in Arjuna? It had been about 7 months since LB3 came up, so this is basically a refresher from anyone who doesn't remember. Well, we're already heading somewhere, we can figure that out. Deval, then you're saying my resistance was not for naught after all. Not at all. If anything, you already did the hardest work of making our first toehold. I'm super grateful. To be honest, I have had my doubts about my actions here. While I never doubted my conviction that this world was wrong and desperately needed to be fixed, I did wonder if my efforts here were meaningful, and whether there was anything to be gained by involving the people of this land in my fight. This war I started, people have gotten hurt. I may be a queen and commander, but I'm not so saintly as I'm made out to be. I still have doubts. I do believe in what I'm doing, but I am not so naive that I never thought to question it. I have never forgotten what one of the locals who told me back when this began. They said what I was doing was meaningless, that I was pointlessly endangering innocents, even getting them hurt. But it wasn't meaningless after all, was it? It sure wasn't. Your village is showing us the way forward. Now we just need to keep spreading the gospel, so to speak. And it might not be easy, but your village has proven that these people can change their minds. Who's to say the same can't happen somewhere else? You're right. Once we get back to Deval, I'll talk to the villagers and ask them to help us spread this movement. I expect the people of this land will be much more receptive to them than they would be to someone like me. Sure, but every movement needs a charismatic leader like yourself, you know? Oh. A movement to get the people to resist the current state of their world. I know that would help us, but... Oh, I see you've realized the paradox with this plan, Mashi. I figured you might. Good. Our plan of action is set, and let's be on our way. You know, I think I even feel lighter on my feet now. Gah, speak for yourself. All the bad karma I racked up as an unemployed bum is still weighing me down. I wish there was a wagon or something here right now. I wouldn't even have to have any seats. Really, I don't care what I ride on, as long as I don't have to walk. Fo-fo! Did you just jump on me like I'm the one who should be giving you a ride? For your cat thing? Ganesha's no mere pack mule. Do you think you're more important than a god? I mean, you're really cute, so I guess you can ride, but still. Voiced by Kawasumi Ayako. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, this is just garbage. Bum, bum, da-dum, bum, bum. Okay. Grab this again. God, 13 million EXP for that last level, huh? Wait, why do I not have... There we go. You don't need this right now, you're in the back row. We'll move these back around later when we have an actual fight on our hands again. Oh, dull. Okay. What we got next?
Uh-oh. Oh, this is the big dragon. Okay. I forgot if it had actually showed up yet.
What happened here? Lady Lakshmi, you're back. Thank goodness. I'm glad you're all right. What in the world? No, wait. I know what happened here now. It's them. Yes, it's the sacred beasts. A number of them suddenly showed up all at once, even though no one had died and the Kali weren't attacking us. We'll figure out why later. Right now there are buildings being destroyed and people being attacked. I'm sure you know what it is we need to do now, Master. We have to drive the beasts away. Damn it. I knew. Does this mean you won't let me forget after all? Alright. Papa. This guy has a lot of HP. So we'll see how this goes. Papa. They are still shooting, huh? Okay. Time to punch. Of course we get our crit card in the very first hand. Okay. Of course one of them lived with like fucking nothing left. Hello. Fuck you. Why is it all There we go. Not you, Kaskin. Anyway, welcome. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Come on. There we go. There it is, Mahanaga. The thing that looks really awkward when they zoom out too soon on the intro sequence. Of course it went 50-50 instead of all too quick. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, let's hope this quick can hit it. Nope, of course not. These things are awful. Yeah, that's fine, get rid of him. Bum 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 ba-da-da-dum. Why am I even bothering? Fuck you, Scotty.
Alright, here we go. There we go.
天下無双の力見せてやら天下無双の力見せてやら
じゃあこういうのどうだ？
狙いを定めてっと
つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの？
示談
おいほ
装填します。
Cool.
照準捉えました。
そらそらそら
状況終了。排熱
Problem
そして
solved.
充電に移行しますねマスター。
Yeah. And there's how you get eggs. Pains in the ass. And I take care of all the sacred beasts, but I'm afraid. Oh, our village. Why? Why did this happen? We drove away the other sacred beasts and defeated Neta here only a few days ago. Fortunately, it is no surprise that this town may have drawn the enemy's notice. Forgive me. It's all right, Lady Lakshmi. This wasn't your fault. We just weren't strong enough. There were more of them than we were expecting. Some were bigger than any sacred beast we've ever seen before. Besides, they may have crushed our wall and destroyed our homes, but we still have our lives. At least, that's how those of us who survived feel.
But what are you gonna do now? That wall was there to keep you safe from the Kali, right? Now that it's been destroyed.
Forget fighting back. You can't even live here with your village in ruins like this. Based on my experience as a king, my suggestion is to abandon the village. I think that is your only choice. I understand how you feel, but there's just no way you can rebuild your defenses before the next Kali Yuga. As I see it, your only options is to stay in the closest nearby town. I think that would be Bichu until the Kali Yuga is over. No, they can't. It's all right, Lady Lakshmi. He's right. We know we don't have any other choice. I hate to leave the village I grew up in, but we can always rebuild. We can't bring people back to life. I see. I may not be your king, but I commend your decision nonetheless. You are strong and brave people, and you should be proud of that. We'll be with you every step of the way.
Yes, Master. Of course we will. Although I am a little uneasy about what will happen once we get there. Hey, no point worrying about that now. Besides, that mayor guy looked like he turned over a new leaf. I'm sure it'll do just fine.
It will not be just fine. Or maybe it will be, who knows? Oh my, what a terrible hardship you've all been through. Well, I don't see any need to discuss with the others. Of course, you can all stay here.
Thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your kindness and hospitality.
Think nothing of it. This is what neighbors are for. The important thing is that you're all safe and sound. Make yourselves comfortable in the town hall for now. We can figure out what to do once you're settled in.
Told ya.
Surprised it went that well.
Oh, thank goodness. This is such a relief.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. At least these cutscenes are shorter. The last batch we had were like insanely long. It took us like 2 hours to get through a single node. Gee, I wonder if we're fighting some Kali here or something. Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. What's up? My sins truly do run deep.
Aye, God is within me. What do you think? I know you won't answer me, but I also know that you're listening. That's why I asked you back then what it was I should do. And now, here we are. I know what I'm doing, and I've made my peace with it. But even so, now things have come to this, I can't help but wonder. The village is in ruins, lives have been lost, and people are grieving. Who can say this isn't the result of getting caught in that indespicable current? Is that what we're doing here? Is it truly worth deceiving the Chaldeans? So this is where you've been hiding. I was just taking a midnight walk. What brings you here? Oh, it's you. I was doing the same. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd sit out and watch the moon. I see. The moon really is lovely tonight. May I join you?
Stop accidentally hitting on Lakshmi.
I think it best that you don't. If you mistake me for your wife again and try to, for instance, put your arm around me, we would lose a valuable fighter. Forgive me. I meant no offense. Though I have no romantic feelings for you, I should still have chosen my words more carefully. My humblest apologies, Lakshmi. I'm afraid you'll have to enjoy the night sky alone, young king of bygone days. I'm going back to get some sleep. Strange. I don't even know how to begin to describe this feeling.
Bum, bum, bum. And just like that, we're on the last Yuga already.
Oh, hey, Asha, it's been a while. Whoa! It's such a surprise to wake up and see you here. Good morning, mister. Morning. I see you're as cheery as ever today. Uh-huh. It's the one thing I'm good at. Oh, mood. Good morning, Asha. Good morning,
No. Oh, yeah. Takeuchi face is here.
Why do you have that axe, Ajay?
Damn low. It's for my job, of course.
My dad's a great lumberjack. He can cut down a tree this big in no time. A lumberjack, huh? That's a fine line of work. People can always use more wood.
Shut up. So you're the ones who brought the people from Duval here, huh? This town doesn't have that much to spare either. You'll regret that.
No, we won't. Prakash welcomed them with open arms just yesterday. We were just about to...
There you are.
Hello, Prakash. Is anything wrong? You seem upset.
I heard why you had to leave your village. It's because a pack of sacred beasts attacked it. Our god's own holy agents. Our sacred beast would never destroy a village unless it needed to be destroyed. It must have been irredeemably evil. No one from that village is welcome here.
Hold it. We told you ourselves what brought us here. We told you what we had done to earn the beast's ire, and our reasons for doing so. You had no problem with any of it yesterday. You said that loving your neighbor was the most noble act anyone could...
Oh yes, I heard all about what you did. You abandoned your prayers and turned your backs on our god. You took up corrupt arms against the Kali and sacred beasts alike, and slaughtered them with your own barbaric hands. I did feel sorry for you, as I assume you must have had no other choice. But that has nothing to do with our town. And yet you still had the gall to come here and shamelessly ask us for help. The sheer audacity of it all. Your insolence sickens me.
Wait, how are we back to this whole song and dance? Oh, I know. This is Evil Twin, isn't it?
Do you truly believe I would ever be deceived by such a simple trick? If a mere evil twin were all it took to fool me, I would shutter my business and retire to Sussex. Yeah, you're all filthy barbarians. That's why the sacred beast purified your village.
You brought this on yourselves. You should all be ashamed. And the villagers are joining in. They were all fine with this yesterday. What happened? Did they get brainwashed overnight or something? You might be closer to the mark than you think. It's said that the people's hearts grow cold when a Yuga cycle, even a normal one, nears its end. That lines up with my experiences too, but still a shock to see them change so much so quickly. Why is everyone angry now? I don't like this.
Told you so. Of course, I expect there's a bit of variance between individuals, as far as this change is concerned. What a fascinating metaphysical law.
Never mind that now. Look!
Shut up! You have no idea what we've been through.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of forgetting the people I've loved.
Don't you talk like that to us, you heretics. We're good people who keep God's laws.
That's right. We want nothing to do with your blasphemy.
I don't like this.
The last thing we want is people fighting each other. I don't suppose it would be any better if they were fighting things that aren't people. Like, say, a pack of decidedly inhuman things that are heading towards the town as we speak?
Well, this is the Dvapara Yuga now. It's about time that they start to pick up the pace. It's the Kali! The Kali are here. Okay, everyone, get ready to pray and fight. Clowns. Every last one of them. Okay, let's get it on with. No tiresome. Someone may have accidentally compared someone to a pedophile by calling them Scott Pilgrim, not understanding that the line Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler means that he's in college. Things are happening in the background. Okay. We shouldn't have to worry about Oops All Support Caster this time. There's a lot of deleted messages in this. Kind of concerning. Oh my god. She thought they were talking about... Oh, Christ. Anyway. Let's just get this node done with. Go away from that nightmare. Bum bum. Cat really went, oh, I swabbed the back of the throat and then went, oh, like a pregnancy test. And then went, wait, that's not how you do a pregnancy test. Oh, like a blowjob. Wait, that's not how you... Wait, that's not about a blowjob. Wait, Gonna go insane. Several people are still typing, by the way. We're an hour behind messages on that. Oh, this is Asclepius again. Doesn't really matter. Our lineup's not going to change regardless. Okay. Next cutscene. Ah! Is this it? Does this mean we were never any match for the collie to begin with? Don't give up. Our greatest strength is our ability to work together. Follow my lead and I'll clear a way forward. Right. There's now 2 of me. I can't believe it. They really are fighting back. I don't get it. The ones in those weird outfits aside, they're just regular people. Same with us, right? Why would they do that?
Mister.
A collie broke through the wall. God protect me. God protect us all. Good job, Ajaj. Yeah. Ajay. Damn it. Now I've done it. It's all their fault. Now they've shown us we can fight back ourselves. My body just moved on its own. Well, there's nothing to be done for it now. Come on, Asha.
Father?
Prayers aren't gonna do anything now that the wall's broken. The only thing I can depend on now is my axe. We're getting out of here, Asha. Those people are low, but we still got better odds sticking with them.
Okay.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Hold up. I'm coming with you. I'm not gonna let myself get eaten without a fight. Huh? Right up, I'm coming too.
Master, look. More people are joining us in the fight. And not to get away from the collie, but to help the people they're attacking. It's a big help and all, but... As I thought, there's nothing more inspiring than the sight of ordinary people valiantly fighting for their lives. Compared to that, a mere queen can only do so much. Of course, as I think someone once said, it also matters how brightly the one standing at the forefront shines. There it is again. You two have that sad look on your faces ever since we decided to try and win more people over to the resistance. Is something wrong with the people of this land fighting back? If there is, then please, tell me. Yes, we haven't told you precisely what will happen once this Lostbelt's Tree of Emptiness is cut down, have we? It's a horrible time to do that right now, but I'll let you decide. Of course we were going to tell her, but we can't really do it right now. Oz is right. I'm the commanding... I am commanding this mission, and I had no plans to hide the truth. But this isn't the sort of thing you just drop on someone in the middle of a battle.
So for the time being, I'd ask that you just focus on winning this fight. The rest can wait till after that.
I haven't heard much about this either. Whatever it is, it sounds very important.
Lizard.
Lakshmi, we'll explain everything after this battle, I promise. There are even more Kali headed this way right now. We need to deal with them before we... Huh. An arrow just blasted those Kali away. Where did it come from? I can't believe it. It looked to me like it came from outside the town.
Ah, here he comes. Gotta keep things up. Even our God's judgment's at least sort of fair, seeing as I'm a servant and all. And the Kali are unfairly outnumber the sacred beasts. It's my job to defend the herd, even if it is a pain in the ass.
This is not good. I was hoping we could take our time with him after dealing with Asclepius, but now he's shown up all on his own. The archer. William Tell must have killed those Kali from quite a distance. Be careful, Master.
What? You're telling me he nailed them from that far away? Even a sniper rifle would have trouble at that range.
Remember, he's a servant, and an archer at that.
We should assume his arrows are infused with magical energy. Nor can we assume his crossbow is less deadly than a modern assault rifle, merely because it appears to be old-fashioned.
Nonetheless, the sheer distance is absurd. Even my sharp eyes can't clearly make out his position. True, this is too much, even for a first-rate archer. Maybe the divinity he was given has something to do with it. An agent of God and the sacred beast has come to save us. I knew our prayers would be answered.
You're gonna die.
We're saved, everyone. We're going to be okay now.
Damulo. I don't know how I know this, but if those arrows end up hitting one of us by mistake, I can tell the god wouldn't lift a finger to help us. Stay back, Asha. Don't you dare get in front of me. I mean it.
I won't. Thank you, Father. This is going to be a difficult fight. Those arrows may be taking our Kali right now, but there's no telling when they might come flying towards us. I'm going to focus first and foremost on keeping you safe, Master. Whatever you do, make sure to stay behind my shield.
This is a nightmare. Okay. What were we doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Absolute nightmare dimension over there. Bum, ba-dum. finding out some interesting information right now. Okay. Here, just to get that extra bonus. These guys are a little chunky. Okay. Fucking nightmare, that entire chat. Okay. It's gonna move on past that. Jesus. Nope, Archer time. Here's the fight. Okay, Will, let's do this. Oh. That's the last of the Kali. But now... the sniper hasn't stopped. He's going after us now. This is hardly a surprise, given how openly you have been opposing their god's rule. It makes sense he would be unwilling to let this chance pass him by. The good news is, neither Asclepius nor Ashvataman are anywhere nearby. I suspect he just happened to catch sight of you while dealing with the Kali, and decided to pick you off as well while he was at it. Forget the cool-headed analysis, damn it! Just make sure you keep a wall between you at all times. Find a shadow to hide in.
We are, but it's not... How the hell is he seeing you guys? How the hell is he able to still snipe at you? The only way this makes sense is if the arrows can go around obstacles. That might be exactly what's happening. I have an idea or two of how that could work. I was just told to share some more facts about India. I don't have anything better to do right now. And look, Pala inside that guy is probably Vayu, the god of wind. He'd be a great fit for an archer. Hanuman's spiritual father, huh? That would explain how he was able to fly so nimbly. It could also explain how he's able to control his arrows so freely across vast distances. Vayu is also the spiritual father of Arjuna's brother. Bhima said it was... Oh, sorry. Bhima said to possess unparalleled strength. Gods don't come much bigger than him. So, how you gonna find him? I'm still barely managing to deflect his arrows, but the longer this goes on... The usual way to handle an archer is to close the distance and negate their range advantage. So what do you say, Master? Shall we try that? I don't think that'll work here. You're right, Master. It won't. I can only deal with his arrows right now, because we're keeping our feet planted lets us focus on every direction at once. She's right. One wrong move, and that delicate balance would be lost. You're our most valuable target here, Ars. If even one arrow makes it past MASH, it's game over. You see, I knew shut-ins were the most powerful class around. We'll have to make ourselves comfortable and settle in for the long haul here. Step 1. Break out the kotatsu. No, by definition, that won't get us anywhere. I'll just have to go out there myself and settle this as quickly as... I guess that won't work either. So, we have a bit of a problem. Time for Lakshmi to do the thing from the PV. At this rate, things aren't looking good either way. I can't afford to be concerned about appearances now. Maybe this is the time to come clean. But I can't help but wonder. What are they hiding? I know they don't mean me harm, and that they are just as devoted to winning this war as I am. But why do I sense such grim determination in their efforts? Mister, are you guys okay? Please stay back, Asha. We're fine. I promise.
Damn, Ulo. I told you to stay behind me.
Right. I should have known. Whatever it is they aren't telling me, it doesn't matter. We have more immediate concerns. Your father is right. Both of you should stay back. But I do have one favor to ask. There must be a wagon somewhere in this town, or even just a single horse and cart. Would you bring them here? Lakshmi?
Is there some reason I should listen to you?
No, there isn't. I'm asking a favor. No, not even that. I'm willing to offer payment in return. There's nothing wrong with motivating people with money or goods. I learned that back in the rebellion. To be clear, they are the ones who will be paying, not me. Us? You must have something in the way of food or valuables, do you not? Well, if you're okay with the stash of jewels we have on the border.
You have jewels? Alright, I should be able to sell those for money to buy food. I'll be back soon. Come on, Asha.
Oh, okay.
What's all this about?
I have a plan. A plan that'll let us take down that archer, even while he continues to snipe at us. That sounds just like what we need right now. What exactly do you have in mind? Yeah, I don't see how you could do that with a horse and a cart, except use them to charge straight at him. And that sounds like it'd be really hard. What if the archer shoots the driver? Or the horse? And if we keep them safe, that would leave ours wide open. I know that. Unfortunately, it's difficult to explain, but I can say this. You will all ride the cart. I will ride the horse. And I will see you there to him safely. I promise. You're, certain about this? Don't worry. I'll do this just as I've always done things. And work just as hard. No, even harder. That way, we'll be sure to get there. She's smiling. Does that mean she really is that confident in her plan?
How's this?
That's fine. You can go now. Just leave the horse there. But, miss... That goes for you too. No need to worry about me. Just go and hide before you get hit by a stray arrow. Alright. On my signal, you all get into the cart. I'll get the horse moving once you're all in. Don't worry about anything except keeping us safe until we get there. Got it? Got it! Good answer. Alright, let's go.
Bop, bop. Here's that really cool part from the cutscene where he's shooting the arrows through her, but she's still going like a crazy person.
Oh, so they came out, huh?
Looks like they're planning to ride that horse-drawn cart all the way here. Of course, they must have known I'd pick off the horse first if they tried something like that. Well, let's see what they had in mind to do with that.
His first bolt will probably come any moment now. Keep your guard up. I will, but I expect he'll go after the horse first. Or maybe you. Please make sure you keep your guard up, too. Lakshmi!
I'm fine. It's just my shoulder.
No need to slow down.
The hell? I was aiming for the horse. And I miss. I pride myself on being a good hunter. I shouldn't have any problem taking down a domesticated farm animal. Let's try that again.
Oh no! Lakshmi! You've been shot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Lakshmi has that, like, horrible bad luck negative passive. So, she's using it to get shot by the arrows. I'm fine. All you need to worry about is keeping Master safe.
Whoa. Whoa, what the hell? What's going on here?
Yeah, she's worse than Ku.
The horse kicked up a stone that knocked my arrow off course. And deflected it into the rider? This is freaking me out. I don't need to be hitting anything other than what I was aiming at. Let's try a different target. I'll use Vayu's power to aim for the master 5 meters off to the side. Damn, happened again. Bird this time. How does hitting a bird's feather knock my shot off course and into the rider again? What's going on here? Is it a noble phantasm? A skill? Some innate trait?
Lakshmi, hang in there. I can deflect those arrows with my... Stay there. Don't worry. This is part of who I am. You being here would only muddy it. Or maybe you'd make it clear. Lakshmi. I told you. Don't worry. These shots won't kill me. They weren't aimed at me. Of course, if one of them does come directly for me, then it'll need to be deflected. But that's a job for my sword, and my sword alone.
Weird. It doesn't matter if I aim for the horse, the wheels, or the master. Everything hits the rider. It's like everything surrounding them is working to make sure I only hit her. None of that's big enough, enough to kill her. Makes sense, since I wasn't trying to. Okay then. New plan. I'll just kill you first.
There. He started to aim for me directly. I knew he would eventually. That's more like it.
Oh no, her Jalter face is showing right there.
He certainly earned his fame. I can hardly tell where the shots are coming from. It's all I can do to deflect them and avoid dying. Don't make me repeat myself again. I'm not slowing down. Just think about what you're going to do when we get there. You can't stop me. I've always fought for my country. How could I not? It was true during the Sepoy's rebellion, and it's true now. I wasn't fighting for some greater meaning. I just had to keep moving forward, to protect what I held dear. So that's what I did, even before I knew what I was doing. I wavered, I even hesitated, but I never stopped. The meaning can come later. What pushes me forward are the reasons to what lie behind me. What I know lies behind me now isn't my own country. I know it's not my homeland, Jansei, but... They are still people, just like the people of my country were. What lies behind me then, and now, are people. People with homes, livelihoods, and families. So I'm not stopping for anything, goddess. Whatever happens to me, no matter how ugly things get, I can't stop until I get where I need to go. Damn it! But here, to think you never hit your target even once, William Tell. Talk about bad luck. Yeah. All those arrows fired, and I couldn't bring you down. Guess you were even more slippery quarry than that scumbag of a Vought and Gessler. We did it, Master. We made contact with the enemy. You okay, Lakshmi? I'm fine. But as I said, I'm afraid the rest of you will have to take it from here. I still don't know how you did that, but we could never have made it here without your help. We won't let your efforts go to waste. Let's do this, Master. His ultra long range attacks aren't going to be much help now. Oh! Alright. So the plan here is a bit different. Kill. The plan is kill. If I remember correctly, he has an annoying gimmick on the last bar, and it's an evade-based one. That's about all I can remember. Okay. You are tankier than I remembered. But you only have the 2 bars. Use the quicks here to generate more crit stars for the second bar. God, that NP line always sounds like it's recorded like out of something entirely different. There we go. Okay, Will. No, it's crit up. Okay, I'm thinking of, I think, the second fight with him. Because I believe there's another one. Kill. This is the power of 3 spooks. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
You gotta keep in mind, we're also not running, like, the proper supports for his NP as well. So that's just his, like, raw damage before his Slayer buff. Okay, here's the actual fight. Ugh, too damn close. I'm in trouble here. Time to get the hell out.
Hey, after all that, you're just gonna run away? Have you no honor?
Yeah, I thought you fought against tyrannies, not for them.
That's right. I know your story too. None of us knew about Christopher Columbus, but all of us know about William Tell. You were a brave hero who wanted nothing more than protect your family. So why are you doing this?
I don't know what you're on about. I'm just a hunter servant, bound by contract to do what his master orders. That's all there is to it. Not my place to decide how this world should be. Words are words as far as I'm concerned.
Get back! Don't bother. You're in no shape to go after him. We got some good hits in. That's enough for now. Though it does sting knowing that we've now let both him and Asclepius get away.
He certainly made for a quick getaway. He's either using the Wingon's power, or that was his own innate skill. That aside, did you notice how outmatched he was by the end? It seems you did quite a number on him. Considering how his initial assault had you pinned down to start, I would say this was a victory well earned.
Indeed, and we owe it all to you, Lakshmi Bai. Your plan was more than a little reckless, but I have to admit that it worked. Although, I still don't know how all those arrows ended up hitting you. I was wondering the same thing. I mean, if any of us were gonna be a human shield, I figured you guys would have made me do it. For, obvious reasons. So how'd you do it? Not that I want to learn how myself. The only thing you get from sticky beef arrows is a bunch of lard and hot air. That was my inner goddess's power. I see. I never knew the goddess Lakshmi had any such ability. Alright, that's enough. I was curious about that, but not overly so. Right now, I say we head back to town and rest up, before things get really busy. Huh? What do you mean by that? Bum 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 bum.
Hey Lou, teach me how to fight.
Huh?
And not just me, these guys too. Now that we know it's possible to fight back, we've got no choice. You showed us the truth, so now you've got to help us learn how to do it better.
Huh? This is wonderful. They've all chosen to resist the Kali of their own accord. But that also means you stood up bravely against the Kali and exposed yourself to unseen arrows. You should be proud, Lakshmi. It was not your words that inspired these people to fight back, but your actions. Oh yeah, you'd be like a saint or something. The way you charged the head so recklessly and literally suffered the arrows of misfortune. Don't blame these guys for being impressed. A saint? As if that were possible. Don't look at my face. At any rate, I'm happy to see you are all ready and willing to fight. The fewer people believing Arjuna's a god, the weaker he'll get. Looks like we just took our first step towards that. We'll have to keep it up then. You don't sound very excited about this. That does it. I think it's time we found somewhere to talk. Time for you to hopefully not pull an Atlanta on us. Alright. Out with it. Would you tell me what's going on already? What is it you know that I don't? Does saving these people have some larger implication I'm unaware of? Master. Okay. I'll tell you everything.
hard cut to everything.
That can't be true.
It is. Once we defeat this Lostbelt's king and cut down the Tree of Emptiness, this version of India will disappear forever, along with all of its people. So I'm afraid that even if their rebellion is successful, there's no future for them. The only people who will benefit from our winning this war are us.
I see. I had a feeling something like that was going on here. I should have known because I was summoned by you from the get-go, but whatever. And then, even if these people win back their liberty, they're doomed to disappear. And you knew this all along. Lakshmi. Lakshmi. Oh gosh, you guys really surprised me. Are you fighting? Please don't fight.
No, we weren't fighting exactly.
Really? Oh good. That's a relief.
What is it? Was there something you wanted to see us about?
Well, I just wanted to thank you for saving us. And to give you this. You looked like you were hurt pretty badly, so I brought you some bandages and medicine. Are you okay, miss?
I'm fine. Thank you.
You really do look okay now. Maybe I was just seeing things? Well, anyway, I'm so glad you're okay. We're the ones who should be thanking you for getting us that horse and stuff. Thanks.
I'm sorry. I need to be alone right now. Got it.
Master?
It's nothing. She is also a heroic spirit from proper human history. In time, I believe she will understand. But for now, I think it's best that we give her some space.
Huh?
It's not like she is contributing much to the plot anyway.
Okay, I think this is where she told me to meet her. Huh? I think she wants to tell me something?
There you are. I'm sorry to impose, but I had to talk to you alone. Don't worry about it. So what's up? I want to ask you something. I think you know what it is. I want to know what you think about the people of this world. And about what's going to happen to them. For the moment, I would like to put away our various titles. Master, Servant, Queen, Mage, and so on. And simply ask your opinion, one person to another. I want to know your honest thoughts, without worrying about what anyone else might think. Honestly, I still don't have everything figured out, but for now I'm just going to tell her what I really think. I see. You don't have proper characterization yet. We have to wait till Lostbelt 6? 5.2? I can't remember. I see. So in the end, this is the only path available to you. Outside of this India, proper human history, Earth itself has been almost completely destroyed. And to save it, you have no choice but to cut down these trees of emptiness. Yes, that's what I'm fighting for. You remind me of myself, back during the rebellion. You mean the one from India from your time? Back then, I never thought about what the future might hold. There were only things that I had to do, and only one path available to me. The path of fighting, to protect my homeland. So that's what I did. I didn't have some larger plan in mind.
like driving every last one of the British out of India, or destroying Britain itself. The truth is, I never stopped to think about what the future might hold. Though it should have been obvious that, win or lose, there would have to be something done once the war was over. Then again, I suppose my options were so limited, and the path I walked so difficult, that I didn't have the luxury of thinking about anything besides what was right in front of me. Still, regardless of what the future might hold, if I know the path I'm taking is the right one, and I know I have to go down with it, then that's exactly what I'll do. I think deep down, that's just who I am. What I'm trying to say is, I'm in no position to judge anyone for the hard choices they have to make under unprecedented circumstances. At any rate, I'm glad you told me what you really think. Just knowing that you feel bad for the people in these Lostbelts is something of a relief. So what are you gonna do now? I still don't like this. But I also have no intention of letting this false god continue to have his way with these people. We may ultimately be putting off this problem until later, but right now, the only way to protect them is to keep doing what I've been doing. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope that means you'll keep helping us. You're an odd one, aren't you? Not many people could say something like that so readily. You know, I have to ask, why did you come here when I asked you to? Didn't it occur to you that I might decide to kill you in order to keep these people safe? You give it some thought and say, you felt the same way she did. Wow, this is the first time we've had an internal dialogue box. Huh? You go on, ignoring her perplexed expression. You say that? Just as she called you here to talk to you on person to person, you also felt like you had a responsibility to do the same for her. Alright, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. This isn't to judge or condemn you. I just want to make sure I understand. Is it true that you've erased the people in 3 other Lostbelts already? Yeah, it is. What an expression. I can tell he's not lying, or gone mad with power. Neither is he ignorant of what he's done, willfully or otherwise. This perfectly ordinary human child simply knows what he has done, and accepted it the best he can. Alright, that's all I had to say. I'm sorry for keeping you up so late. I said that you and I have some things in common, and you've shown me that we have no choice but to walk the same path. So for the time being, nothing needs to change. I'll continue to fight this false god alongside you. We may disagree on some things, but right now, that shared goal is all that matters. You may treat me the same as that pepperoncino person. If you think it is best to be wary of me, or to get rid of me, then you're free to do so. Don't worry, I trust you. Thanks. I wonder, could you still say that if you knew my ugly secret? We get it, she has a secret. They've been very clear-cut about it. She keeps mentioning it over and over again. Ma. Ma. Egg. The effect of unforgiving world has been weakened by the spirit of rebellion. The price of loss, divine judgment looming. Section 13. Looks like we're just going back to farming. Ugh. Okay, get out of here, you.
Where is Lancelot's down further? But just multi-select him so he shows up earlier. Okay. Sorry, people are still stabbing each other. I'm trying to keep up. They won't stop talking. How's it going? Not bad. Many of them are in good shape thanks to farming and hunting. I doubt I can train them to kill Kali alone, but I'm sure I can teach them how to survive in battle. Alright, it's time for lunch. Just make sure none of you have too much to eat.
Here's your lunch, Father.
Thanks.
Guess what? I helped make it today. Auntie even said I did a great job. Isn't that great?
Thanks.
Also, you know how the anniversary of my birth is coming up soon? Never mind. It's nothing. See you later. Oh, it's you. Hi, guys. Hi, Asha. You brought your father his lunch. That's so responsible of you. Yeah.
How are things in town?
Really different. It's so surprising. My father's spending a lot more time here now. It feels really lively too, though. In other places, it's really, quiet.
It looks like the town has been split cleanly in half. There are more people who support fighting back against the Kali now, but not everyone has joined in. On the other side, we have the people from Deval, along with the people who they inspired to join them. And on the other one, they are the people who are still holding back on their own beliefs.
I've noticed a lot of people watching from the distance and whispering among themselves. Who knows what they might try and pull?
There are going to be even more Kali as the Yuga cycle goes on. I'd like to think that more people will decide to join us once they see us fighting. Our ultimate goal is to reduce Arjuna's power by getting people to realize how imperfect and unnecessary of a god he is. So I certainly hope a bunch more decide to join us, or we'll be in big trouble. We should be hoping to win over the rest of this town, then keep that momentum to win over the people here. We can't devote all of our time to convincing those holding out. We also need to train those who have joined us. Whatever else may happen, we can't let anyone else be killed as long as we're in a position to help.
Looks like you're pretty much over it then, huh?
Oh, no, not that. Not that. There we go. I don't know about that, but I do know but I do know what it is I need to be doing right now. What's more, I know now that there's something else I need to keep my eye on. There is someone already walking the path I need to follow. I may not fully grasp it, but I understand well enough to know that I no longer have the option of hedging my bets. Is she looking at me?
Hold up. Think you're gonna have to postpone the training for now. I'm seeing a number of signals making their way towards the town. Looks like more Kali.
It would seem they're all warmed up and ready to go. Now it's the final day of the Pada Yuga. Here they come. Alright, everyone who's ready to fight, prepare for battle. But remember, your ultimate goal is to survive. Don't try and be a hero. We'll be handling the front line, so there shouldn't be any issue with them joining us. Preparing Ortonex for immediate combat. All systems green.
I'll try and draw as many of them towards me as I can. Awaiting your orders, master.
Bop, 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 bop.
Ah,
So it's got some gunk in it. It's making it a bit harder to do some of these voices.
okay. Let's get a move on.
Oh, this is just straight up 9 enemies, huh? At least it's only 9. That's easily doable. There we go. Next batch. We're gonna be like 2% short, I can feel it. Bum 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 ba-dum. Yep. Luckily we have Waver in the back just in case. Kill. Okay, easy enough. Ah. Easy enough. That level 85 Waver we haven't finished leveling.
I see. So they're going after Faith, the Achilles heel of every god that shows themselves before mortals. How delightfully cold-blooded. This could be just the surgical strike they need. Even if they don't have time to pull it off, it certainly makes things more interesting. A god that nobody believes in is little more than a doomsday device, and one even ordinary people can destroy at that. Still, I have to wonder. Are they aware that everything they're doing may ironically speed up the whole paradise without people living here?
There you are. Ugh, seeing you pisses me off.
Hello, Ashvatman. What brings you here?
You know I'm here, damn it. Here to clean up your mess. You've been taking things Arjuna erased along with their owners at the end of the Kali Yuga. And putting them back to remind other humans they existed, haven't you?
I have. What about it? I was under the impression that I was doing exactly what your god would want me to. There's nothing wrong with rooting out people holding on to unnecessary attachments to their defective past lives. Granted, I won't deny, I enjoy the look of despair they get when they realize they can't even remember who they lost. But the point is, I'm helping to find undesirables so we can end the Yuga cycles ahead of schedule.
I don't care how you get your kicks. And it's hard to not be pissed at how much work you're making for me. It'd be one thing if you were just effectively getting in the way. But now that you're making this much trouble for us, I was told to handle you directly.
Huh? Just a minute. Explain to me how my work is anything less than helpful. When particulars aside, it should be exactly in line with what Arjuna wants. Your thick-headed god who's so drunk on his divinities that he's forgotten what human feelings should be complimenting me like. What an incredible, capable woman you are. You're the goddess I've been searching for my whole life.
Your alter ego friend told Arjuna all about how your actions are directly fueling the resistance movement that is gaining traction. That's really the one bit where I sympathize with you. It sucks having your friends sell you out.
Now I see what's going on here. So that's how the monk wants to play this. What an ugly, petty man. That's the difference he'll never make up between him and the other Onmyoji. Putting aside the question of whether it's more trouble to deal with an arrogant bastard, or knowingly keep a deadly parasite around just because he can, or a rotting parasite himself, who will try to murder you outright in an ambush. A mere servant, thinking he can kill me? The idea is so infuriating and so almost depressing. He calls himself a destroyer, just because he was able to take out the other gods in or around a few regent servants? Ridiculous. I would never lay down and die for a being who can't even truly become a pure destroyer of worlds, let alone one of his pathetic lackeys. The Emperor, who embodied all of humanity, was one thing. And I can destroy a mere warrior like you with just a few bites.
Well, what do you know? Guess you got a bit of rage in you yourself. Fine by me. Go ahead and get as mad as you want. Pretty furious I'm gonna have to put an end to someone I have no desire to kill. As your friend must have put it, Arjuna's all we need to end this world. There's no room for a walking disaster like you here.
And then she got her ass beat.
Time to fight more Kali. Yay. It was a lot easier when you're skipping everything.
It's the Kali Yuga again. I hope we can escape from the border with more room to spare this time.
Agreed.
But I expect things will be okay. This town knows how to do more than just pray now. We will help them with all we can, then make our escape when the time is right. They should be more than capable of surviving until the next Yuga cycle begins by then. Oh, speaking of Kali, here comes another wave now. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Like you said, these people have all been training. Wait, something's not right. Are those Kali swarming together?
Time to make the big one.
What the hecking heck? They just merged into a new giant Kali.
What the hell is that? I've never seen a Kali like that before.
Why is this happening? Are they making themselves stronger because we decided to fight back?
Stay back, Asha.
Oh, okay. Be careful, Father. This isn't good. We only taught these people how to handle normal Kali. The giant one is in a whole nother league. It's a shame we won't be able to help them with the other Kali. But we're the only ones here who can handle that giant. Let's go. And by giant, we mean slightly larger than usual. Ah, okay. Ah. Here we go. Thank you, Pepe, for putting it on the right one. Okay. It's so funny that how many of these fights are just pure garbage, that even when we couldn't loop at all, we were still able to just beat them all to death super easily. Like, these Kali in this wave are on par with some enemies in Part 1 free quests. It's really weird. Like, we were doing a free quest earlier this week in, like, Septum that had a boss with as much HP as these. And there it is, the big one. Okay. Kill. Kill. Alright. Joke. Back to reading. Nah, it's dead. How are the people doing? There's nothing more I can do. Let's get out of here. Okay. Father! Over there.
Please, help me. My leg got stuck in the rubble. Please, God, I'll pray to you as much as you like, I promise. God damn, Holo. Uh-oh. This is my fault. I know. This is all God's will. It has to be.
Father? Father!
Don't cry. It's no big deal. I'll just have to get used to limping for a while. No point in me trying to fight anymore. Let's go find a place to hide.
Hold on to me, Father. I'll help you walk.
He got owned off screen, apparently.
Are you okay? Does your leg hurt?
You've really grown up, haven't you?
Huh? Well, sure I have.
Guess that makes sense, seeing how you turn 4,000 days old tomorrow. We'll have to celebrate.
You remembered.
Once again, I dream as I close my eyes. I dream of an impossibly tragic war, taking place for impossibly meaningless reasons. A pointless war that wiped an entire clan out of existence. A war that swallowed the land whole, claiming untold numbers of lives. A war that trampled the souls of countless brave warriors underfoot. Uttara, son of Virata, died. His brother Shveta was killed by Bhishma. Bhima killed the king of the Kalinga. Virata's eldest son, Shankar, also died. All 100 of the princes died, one after the other. Iravan was killed as well. I killed Bhishma with Shkandi's help. Abhimanyu was also killed. So many dead, so many killed. Death and killing, killing and death. Over and over and over. I saw countless friends and allies die. I saw countless enemies and foes die. Once all my thoughts had passed me by, and all my emotions had been drained out of me, I was left with only one question. Why?
Hey! Hey!
Good, you're finally awake. I didn't know you slept too. I know this is short notice, but I need a new power. Huh? It's like I told you in my report. Yama's power wasn't helpful at all. Come to think of it, it's probably because he's similar to Hades. I may have spent my time hating him without realizing it. So I need you to lend me another divinity. Yama alone isn't going to cut it. Of course, this would be strictly to help me with my research, and to help me upload the laws of this just world. So you can understand my request is completely justified, right? A trivial matter, as all things are. That was a weird cut. Okay. Looks like it's time for for fight number 3. Yep. Damn it. I didn't expect him to give me another job as part of the package. Oh well. Guess I can't really focus on my research until they're taken care of anyway. That mean I can trust you to deal with them. I know I brought some sacred beasts along with me, but I can't let the Kali run rampant either. Part of our job is making sure the judgments are handed impartially. Any imbalances need to be corrected. Especially seeing as how there's a whole new giant Kali I've never seen before. Maybe he's the alpha or something. Suit yourself. You're staying outside the town, right? It's none of my business what you choose to point your crossbow at. Actually, I'm tired of picking targets off at long range. Feels like it dulls my instincts, you know? I just can't seem to get in my usual hunter mood that way. I've remembered that taking shots from extreme distance isn't my thing. I'd much rather stay at a comfortable 100 paces or so. Are you sure those aren't the after effects speaking? Huh? I may have perfectly healed your physical injuries, thanks to my medical expertise and his abundant magical energy. But even I can't help your mental ones. The memory of your precious arrows failing to find their targets. The abject defeat you suffered as an archer, unable to land a single shot on your intended target. Those aren't the kind of things that leave a deep, permanent mark on your spirit origin. Much as I hate to admit it, even I can't cure that. Oh no, I've never been an especially sensitive hunter. And I think just sticking to my preferred range will make things easier for me. At any rate, I take care of the Kali in town and come back you up when I'm done. Honestly, now that you have the power of 2 gods to work with, you hardly need bother. This is just like being able to do 2 different operations simultaneously. I can handle even the most difficult patients and hum at the same time now. By the way, there's something I've been wondering for a while now. What is it? It's nothing major, mind you. I was just curious why I was the last Lokpala summoned is all. He already had Neza, son of the great Chinese hero, Li Jing, and you, the legendary god of medicine from Greek mythology. Not to mention Ashvatman, the heroic half-incarnation of Shiva from the Mahabharata, is here even before you two. So with all those amazing mythical figures around, why would he pick an ordinary guy like me to be his final Lokpala? Beats me. Who knows what a god that pure could be thinking? Besides, we don't even know if he summoned you on purpose. You'd have to ask him or the alter ego that. There is even every chance you were summoned only by sheer coincidence. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But in case it wasn't a coincidence, there was just something about your posture that told me now might be a good time to think about it. My posture? What are you talking about? You know, I don't even know myself. I guess it's just a hunter's intuition. Because they're going to die. I'm going to kill them. There really are a lot more of them on the Kali Yuga. And that's not all.
Sacred beasts.
Yes, and they seem to be even more worked up than usual. Does this mean? Of course it means one of us will show up. Not the same one as last time. But I already have been compensated. So I suppose I can make a house call. Asclepius! Arjuna's quite generous as gods go. All I had to do was ask, and he gave me a new divinity.
A new divinity? That's the same one you were using before.
And now, there's this. I still have issues with the idea of gods, but at least this one isn't Greek. It'll help me by making progress. I won't hesitate to use whatever I can.
Is that water?
Water? Oh no, he's got Varuna, the god of water. That one might even be a better fit for him than Yama. Varuna was the region of the west, and was famous for using medical science to save people. He's using that water to enhance the sacred beast's strength. It must be some sort of medicinal properties.
Oh great. So he's doping his attack beast things up with divine steroid water. I bet he's gonna give them some completely broken regen ability or something. It's gonna be a huge pain in the ass, I can tell already. Look, I enjoy a brutally difficult grindfest as much as the next gamer, but at some point, it gets too hard to even bother with.
Looking at you, Demi-Fiend. Stop whining. The people of this town have finally found the will to fight back. I'm not going to let these things ruin that. Not on my watch. I need to prove that neither this false god, nor his underlings are invincible. They can be, must be defeated. We're the only ones who showed them this path, and saw them along it. Now we have to show them what lies at its end. Even if he does have a new divinity at his disposal now, it's still no more than a tool. Something more or less tacked on, to use in modern parlance. Even if this new divinity does pertain to healing, the damage to Asclepius' own spirit origin is not the sort that can be recovered from in a day. Not when Asclepius himself has a divinity of his own. In brief, it is eminently possible that he has not recovered from damage he sustained in your last battle. That could just be the advantage you need. I wish I could give you some more helpful instructions, but I'm afraid that's all I've got this time.
That's more than enough, Holmes. Master, we're up against Asclepius and his 2 divinities. I know he's a formidable enemy, but
we're still gonna win.
Woo!
You're welcome to try, you foolish patients. At this point,
I've conquered both death and gained the power to heal people with godlike power. What? Yeah, okay. Despite not being a god myself, I've never been more capable. Maybe now, I can cure that idiocy of yours just as well as I can everything else. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Let's go, baby. Okay. Here we go. Well, is that what I think it is? It's fucked up. I forgot they did that. Okay. You get the end. Please stop Scotty looping. Bop, 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 bop. All right. Luckily, these things, despite being increased with his power, don't have a lot of HP. Here we go. Asclepius, and he has beasts that have a bunch of HP regen. I still don't remember this fight being anything notable. Wait, were these both? Oh, okay. Let's just hit him really hard. This should get rid of the first bar at least. Cool. Ah, so close. The buff is healing of 1k. Okay. What does he do again? No, critical hit rate up. He's a very big man. Kill. We'll stop you.
なんだと
And try to split this up as best we can. Oh, that didn't do as much as I expected. Oh well. There we go, one down.
命令とな
Get the one in back here. Before it can attack again, even though it's not very strong at all. Unfortunately, we don't get to do that much here because the Buster down is still active. Otherwise, we would just be obliterating them fully. Asshole.
どれにしようかな命令となんだと
Oh, these things are such pains in the ass. There we go.
古きルールどれにしようかなこういうこともできるどれにしようかな
Okay. Aim for you first. Kill.
アルテミス、その力を貸してくれ。お前と一緒なら負ける気がしない。アルテミス、アグネス。
Nope. Of course the quick one missed, so he's going to live. Alright, this time these motherfuckers are dead.
命令とな
ほいほい。はいよっと。そらそらそら。
There we go. Hit that. And smash. Oh, how annoying.
狙いを定めてと。
Beast damage. Okay, there we go.
震え凍てつき砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ
Big. What's wrong, Sacred Beast? I know you can keep going. Come on, get up. I'll keep healing you. What's going? In short, you are neither a pseudo-servant in a special vessel, nor a naturally occurring divine spirit amalgamation. That made all the difference. I remember what happened with Nezha. Nezha intentionally chose to overload her spirit origin, but you've done a decent job of it without even trying. Not only are you bearing the brunt of two divinities in a single servant body, but one of them is boosting your already perfect healing abilities well beyond their limits. You've obviously been pushing yourself way too hard. And since you don't have some special background that lets you handle that kind of load like Arjuna does, this was only ever going to end with you destroying yourself. I'm pretty sure that Arjuna knew that too. What? That can't be right. Why would he do something like... A trivial matter, as all things are. damn it. And that's what he meant. He didn't care what might happen to me. I'm as completely, that's the second typo we found so far. I'm as completely inconsequential to him as anything else. That damn fool didn't appreciate the value of medicine any more than any of those idiot gods did. There was just something about your posture that told me now might be a good time to think about it. I see. So that's what he was going on about. Maybe I have been the idiot all this time. It's ironic, Asclepius. You sought a world where no one would ever die just for excelling. And now you've excelled so much in your pursuit of power, and you've brought your own death. Can't believe I forgot something so fundamental. Even medicine can be harmful in excess. I neglected to walk that line. Now I'm paying the price. What an embarrassing mistake to make. Speaking of things I forgot. Hey, before I go, just tell me one thing. Do I seem that strange to you? All I want is to advance medicine. For the good of all mankind. Women, children, the elderly. Everyone should be able to benefit from getting the treatment they need. All I want is a world where you won't be an outcast just for excelling. Excellence shouldn't be a crime.
You're not wrong. There's nothing strange about your stance. I think any hero would feel much the same as you do. But even so, I'm not quite sure how to describe this, but you don't get to talk about that kind of thing. You're just working for the jerks running this world. At least that's how it feels to me. Of course, my feelings are also Ganesh's feelings right now, so they do carry plenty of divine weight.
The more God thinks such things without any reason, the worse that is, huh? That's possible. Maybe that lack of self-awareness is what I need to treat. We won. Though I don't know what he kept muttering about even as he disappeared. What an odd man.
Asclepius' spirit origin has completely vanished. We being him. We did it, Master.
Oh, damn. I got him, huh? Well, I've just wrapped things up with the collie here. Guess I may as well go and avenge him. That's weird. That's a weird little bit there. Okay. The effect of unforgiving world weakened by the defeat of Lakpala Asclepius. I think we get Arts now back full of power. And here's the real fight against your boy. Alright. Click this.
新しい年ですね。せっかくなので何か新しいことに挑戦して。
There. Okay.
新生ダヴィンチちゃんの素敵な工房にようこそ。
That is going to be all we can do today.
新しい年ですね。
However, we will be returning to this next weekend. As I've said already, Monday, Tuesday, and wait, not Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be Final Fantasy XIV again. We'll be trying our best to finish up. Oh god, Stormblood this week. And then on Saturday, we'll try and finish this up. I believe that. What the fuck? What? What? Fuck it. We should be finishing this up next week. Hopefully. If we can't do it Saturday, we may attempt to come back to it on Sunday. But I want to get this finished up here soon. so that we can move on to Lostbelt 5, as we need to be fully caught up before March, I believe, of this year. Which may be difficult because they start getting much longer when it comes to reading as of the next one. I don't know how long we'll keep reading them out loud. We're going to attempt to do it for the next Lostbelt as well. Hello, good night. Well, welcome. Awkward timing there. But unfortunately, people are calling for us. Okay. With that in mind, we'll see y'all next time. It will be Tuesday. Schedule will go up probably tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll let everyone know in the Discord, as usual. All of you have a good night, I guess. That's what you're supposed to say, I believe. Sorry, we had to start early today because we knew we had something later tonight. So I know a lot of people couldn't quite get here for it. But we'll have the VOD up on YouTube later tonight for you guys if you want to catch up. It's only about 2.5 hours. I believe we're uploading the first... Actually, we're uploading the first one tonight. So you'll have tonight for that and Monday to catch up if you've missed anything. But I would recommend you try and get here for the one next Saturday, as it's where all of the entertaining stuff is going to start happening at the end of the chapter. As this one is entirely backloaded. Like, literally entirely backloaded. It's kind of insane. With that in mind, I'll see you around later. Have a good night, y'all. And, don't die, I guess.
Take care of yourselves, okay? Sorry he's such a sourpuss. But I'll see you guys all next time, okay? It'll be us back in charge on Tuesday. So have a good night. And take care. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekends. Bye.